In my opinion, I always find it entertaining or at least interesting to see that, kind of the usage of LTE and Wi Fi over the years has dramatically changed. Obviously, we've become so reliant on some form of connectivity, and our devices are always on us, and we're using them for so many different purposes. So, I did find this data, and it was presented by a company, I believe Strategy Analytics, which is a company that works closely with Fierce Wireless. And they have a bunch of data here that's been collected, and it's pretty much up to date, so it gives us a good idea of kind of what's considered accurate in this case. So, in terms of usage over cellular LTE, there's three major categories. There's data plans with an allowance, the pay as you go, and then the unlimited data plans. And according to this, people that have a data plan that has an allowance are using 2.8 gigabytes of data per month. So that's their average usage per month. And then pay as you go is at zero point 0.9 gigabytes per month. And the unlimited plans, people on those types of plans are using about 5.3 gigabytes per month. So what they also did is they broke down how much that is on their Wi-Fi usage. So those with the allowance plans are using 14 gigs of data. Pay as you go plans are using 8.8, and unlimited data plans are using 12.2. So what's kind of interesting is you look at the data plan with allowances, they're at 14, and then the unlimited plans are at 12.2. So it does show the correlation that if you have an unlimited data plan, you do slightly see the difference there. Little less of the reliance on Wi-Fi because you have the unlimited data plan. Less inclined to really worry about being on a Wi-Fi plan or using Wi-Fi at that moment. So what they also did was they took some data, and this was provided by internet service providers, the different carriers for LTE usage. So what they found was that the average person, the average user on AT&T, uses 2.4 gigs per month of data. Verizon, the average user uses 3.6. Sprint's average user uses 4.4, and T-Mobile's average user uses 5.3. So kind of showing you that, I think it's just T-Mobile, being the uncarrier, I'll talk more about it in a minute, has the most usage of LTE. And then for the Wi-Fi usage, AT&T customers at 11.4 gigs per month, T-Mobile at 13 gigs, Sprint at 13.8, and Verizon at 14.3. So my takeaways or my conclusions from this data is number one, T-Mobile users are the most active LTE users on the market. So this is, correlation to their uncarrier plans. The unlimited plan adoption was very high early on and still currently is. And then secondly, AT&T probably has many feature phone customers still on their network, and Verizon as well. So whether it's people that don't really necessarily need an LTE plan, or people that are on feature phones, elderly, that just don't want to use a smartphone or don't know how, they're probably on the AT&T and Verizon networks, and they're probably they've been with the company for a long time. And then AT&T and Verizon, showing that their LTE isn't being used as much, simply I think because there's still people with those cap data plans and those allowances. So they're the kind of the last two companies to really adopt and deploy a full, promotion for the unlimited data plans. So that does make sense. And, not to say their network's going to be strained. Of course it is. They have a lot of users, but just, people are still holding on to some of those cap data plans because it saves them money. And they're not using their data as much. They're still relying heavily on Wi-Fi usage, or simply just not being connected all the time and having to use all of that data. So this is just some interesting stuff that I found. Take a look at some of the data here. Go ahead and pause the video for that. And then here's the one with the cellular and Wi-Fi by carrier. So you could take a look at those numbers. Go ahead and pause the video for those numbers if you like. So that's all I have for you guys on this one. Thank you guys for watching. Please rate the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Got a lot of great content up and coming for you guys, giving you the daily updates on everything cellular, keeping you guys connected and keeping you up to date. Thank you guys for watching. This is Steve from Steve Mobile Tech, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.